So if you are a parent that gets really overwhelmed or overstimulated with toys, you're in the right place. I'm here to help you. So I was once that mom that was very overstimulated and overwhelmed with the toys in our house. We do not have a playroom, so our living room is our toy room, our playroom, and I felt like I was just constantly cleaning it over and over. And that's kind of inevitable when it comes to children, but there are still things that you can do to take back control. Regardless of the amount of times that I organized the toys, reorganized the toys, it still ended up a jumbled mess. And I was sick of it. I said enough is enough. I have to figure out a system that works for me in my house in order to reduce my stress when it comes to cleaning up toys every single day. So in today's video, I'm going to share 5 simple things that you can do in order to create a toy organization system in your home that reduces your stress and will prevent you from cleaning up a million toys all at once every single day. But before we get into today's video, if you love content centered around homemaking, garden, raising chickens, that type of thing, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss the next upload. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about the system that I was using before that did not work out for me. So I had one of those cube organizers. I'm gonna try to put a picture on the screen so you can get a visual of what I'm talking about. And I would organize each category of toy, put it in the cube, and it looked very well put together, I guess I would say, when I initially organized everything. But the problem that I found was the kids would pull out every single cube and toys would be everywhere. And then at the end of the night, it took me so long to take the toys, put them back where they belonged. It was just a mess. And like I said earlier, enough was enough, and I really needed to figure out something that worked better than the cube organization system. And I see a lot of people using that, but for me personally, it was stressing me out even more. So let's get into tip number 1. Step number 1, you're gonna go to Walmart or Target, whatever store you prefer, and you are going to go pick up storage containers. These come in handy. Like I said, the cubes did not work for me. So I got these storage containers. They come with a lid, and then they have like the little locks on the side to make sure that the lid stays in place. This is the Sterilite brand, and then I do have some that are the Hefty brand. But this is what I store my toys in, and it works for me. I love it. I love these containers. They are durable, and I've had them for quite a while. So I'll try to put the prices on the screen. They are affordable. I think the Hefty brand is a little bit more expensive than the Sterilite brand, but nonetheless, they are all affordable. You can also get a label maker or labels if you would like. I do not have my toys labeled. These are clear containers, as you can see, so I can clearly tell what toy is in them. So I don't really need a label maker at this point. Maybe in the future, but if you are the type of person that loves labels, you can also get that in addition to the storage containers. Step number 2, you are going to take all of the toys that you are working with and dump them out on the floor. Now I know that may sound a little chaotic. It's going to get ugly before it gets better, so just trust the process. But for example, this is actually the basket that I keep our foam blocks and balls in, but I can't show you a true example because all of my toys are organized. But if I was trying to organize the things that are in this basket, I would literally just take this basket and dump it out. Like I said, I know it sounds chaotic, but I did this with all of my toys. My living room looked a hot mess during the process. I'm not even gonna lie, but it came out perfectly in the long run. So please, please, please trust the process. Step number 3, you are going to look at all the toys that you have laid out on the floor and sort each thing by category. So for example, if you have a lot of blocks, put all the blocks together. If you have a lot of cars, put all the cars together. If you have a lot of play food, like for the play kitchen, put all of that together. Sort every single thing by category. Okay, so let's do a small review. Step 1, you're gonna go to the store, get all the containers that you need, buy labels if labels are your thing. Step 2, you're gonna take all of the toys that you're working with, all of the toys that you plan on organizing, and dump them out on the floor. Trust the process. Step 3, all the toys that you laid out, you're gonna sort them by category. Moving on to step number 4, you're gonna take every toy that you place in a category and put it in one of the containers that you bought. So for example, I have all of the Mr. Potato Head toys in a container together, and then I have all of the Magnetiles together. If you find that a lot of the toys are not fitting in the containers, you have 2 options. You can either get bigger containers, depending on your storage system, or this is the perfect time to declutter. Donate toys, throw them away, get rid of the toys that are either old, that have parts that are missing, the toys that your kids aren't playing with. That's another tip to minimizing the stress and the overwhelm, is to just simply minimize the things that you own. So that's step number 4. Go ahead and put each category of toy in a container. Moving on to step number 5. This is the key of the entire organization system. You are going to decide how you want to store the toys. So as you can kind of see in the back, I did a cabinet. It doubles as a TV stand, toy cabinet, and it matches my living room decor. I have also seen people do toy closets. If you have a spare closet available, that works great. I don't, and that's why I chose the cabinet option. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I used to have a cube organizer and it didn't work because my kids would come and pull out every single cube. They would dump out all of the toys, and all of my organization efforts were in vain. And like I said, I got sick of that. So the cabinet option has been working so well for me. I think I've had it for probably over a month now, maybe a little over a month. And it works so well because I added cabinet locks. So my kids cannot come and pull everything out. So in the mornings, I usually pull out 1 or 2 categories of toys for them to play with, and I lock the cabinet back. And they know that if they want another category of toy, they have to clean up what they're using now before they get anything else. So this may or may not work for you. Like I said, it has worked for me, and it has cured the overwhelm, the overstimulation. It's such an easy system to work with. Everything stays organized, and I'm not wasting time organizing over and over and over again. So here is a bonus tip. Make sure you explain the toy organization system to your children. I especially did this with my 4-year-old, not so much my 1-year-old just because of age, but my 4-year-old knows how the cabinet system works. She knows that in order to get a new toy, she has to clean up the toy that she's using. She can come to mom, I'll come unlock the cabinet and get out whatever toy that she's wanting next after she cleans up. Now I am gonna show you guys how I have everything organized back here, but before I do wanna say, if you choose the cabinet option with the locks, you have to make sure that you aren't gonna get irritated with them coming to ask you for a new toy. I don't get irritated by it because I know that it's helping me in the long run, and it's also showing them the importance of cleaning up what they're using before they get something new out. So it's like a win-win situation. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the toy cabinet tour. I do want to say that I got these locks off of Amazon. The link will be in the description box below if you are interested, but I don't think that they were too hard to install. I say that, but I didn't install them, my husband did. So yeah, they didn't look like they were too hard to install. They come with 2 of the lock openers. I keep these on the refrigerator just because they won't get lost. My husband knows where they're located. I know where they're located. Really simple. So the lock is also installed on the inside. We're gonna take the cabinet lock. When you hear that first click, you open it. It's really simple. So this is cabinet number 1. I have the cash register in here. I have all of their pizza pieces. This is all of the play food. I used to have a kitchen indoors. I now keep it outside, but they still like to play picnics inside. They like to pretend cook. So I have all of the food in here. This is Mr. Potato Head, pizza box, grocery cart, and then this is the pizza stand. So this is kind of like our food, and then Mr. Potato Head cabinet. Moving on to cabinet number 2. These are actually instruments. So I have a drum set and then 2 of the xylophones. Right here is like the pretend play. So these are like little people. They create all different types of little scenarios with this. It is actually their favorite box of toys. So there's cars in here, Bluey, there's animals, just a variety of things, like a little slide. So they'll kind of like set up little pretend villages with this, and they play with this probably the most often. I'm actually surprised, but If you have a lot of miscellaneous toys like animals, little people, there's Olaf, a little house table, you can put it all together, and then this can be like their pretend play box. Down here I have all of the Magnetiles. This is, I don't know what you really call this, but it's a toy that it already came together, so I just keep it in the box that it came in. These are number blocks. They love, love, love playing with number blocks. So we have that in here. And then these down here are the Legos. They're like the thicker Legos. I don't know what you call them. I think Duplo, something like that. I don't know. Then this is cabinet number 3. So over here, when I used to have the cube organization system, I had a cube that consisted of diapers and wipes just for easy access for downstairs. So I keep that over there in the corner for my 1-year-old. These are supposed to be cars. There are a few missing. I think they had some upstairs that I need to bring back down, but I put all of the trucks and cars in here. This is all of the blocks. And then over here, I have just like a few books that they keep down here if they want to read. These are like the little learning activity books. We have 2 of those. And then we have this really cool farm book. This is actually really cool. They love playing with this. It's like little felt pieces. But yeah, I keep all the books over here. And actually, the blocks, I had way more blocks than this, but I ended up kind of getting rid of some. I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to have multiple containers of something, so anything that was like overflowing, I just kind of decreased. So here is the full view of our living room slash playroom. So this system makes it so easy to clean up, because as opposed to cleaning up every single toy, I'm only cleaning up 1 or 2 categories of toys at a time. So it makes it super simple. And cleaning up the toys doesn't take me long anymore, because I literally just pick them up and throw them into the respective container. I've also found that my kids play with the toys for a longer period of time. I don't know what it is, but when you have so many toys out, when they have too many options, their attention span is shortened. And I've heard this, but I really see the fruit of this when I implemented this system. They can focus on a category of toys for a longer period of time, so they aren't constantly asking for a different toy. But that's it, guys. That's how I store all of our toys to prevent overwhelm and overstimulation. If you have too many toys for the cabinet, you can also do a toy rotation system, which is where you'll keep like half of the toys in the garage and then rotate them out weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however you choose to do it. If you have bigger toys, you can also utilize baskets. So like I said, I keep the foam blocks and then any balls that we have in here, and I just keep it under our sensory table. Baskets are a great option because you can find ones that match your home decor, and then they still keep the toys hidden and put away while you're not using them. So my daughter does have a lot of Barbies. I use the same containers upstairs for her Barbies, but I just let her keep them in her room. And then my son also has a few toys in his room, but I really just needed to get a hold on the downstairs toys. That is where they are most of the time, and that is what was causing the overwhelm and the overstimulation. So evaluate your own home, see what is the source that is stressing you out, and then tackle that area first. I actually have a downstairs closet where I keep their art supplies, learning materials, coloring books, puzzles, games. So I can give you a tour of that if you would like. But I hope this video helped you. We are saying no overwhelm, no overstimulation in the name of Jesus. We can trust him to guide us in this walk called motherhood. It is a challenge, I know, but you can do it, girl. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know if you're gonna use this system or if you already have a system that works for you. And I'll see you guys in the next video.